It's Faith Friday, and we are so excited to have our next guest with us. He has spent 20 years investing in communities as a pastor, a speaker, a teacher, an advocate, and now he can add author to that list.
He just released his first book. It's called Neighborliness. Love like Jesus. Cross dividing lines, transform your community. And yes, let's welcome founder and director of the Neighborliness Center, Dr. David Docusen. Sir, good to have you here with us. It's not just a matter of, look, we could look at the tragedy we just saw in Buffalo and have a sense of, like, that's an awful thing that we weren't being neighborly. But besides that, just we go back the past few years and just it seems the tone in this country has gotten worse and worse. Where would you put us in this country in terms of our neighborliness these days?
Yeah, it's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would say that, you know, there is so much beauty that is all over this country. And I think that the issues that we see that are dividing us are really loud, but there are great people. And the message of neighborliness is one that I hope that folks in Buffalo feel seen and heard and loved, and cared for, the victims of the families and people that are impacted by the division in our country. The message of neighborliness, I hope, will point people to Jesus and to his love and unity and care.
And the question is, how do you make each other, one another, know that you are loved? We know that the Bible says to love thy neighbor. How do you actually put that into practice?
Yeah, I think it's embodying the presence of Jesus. I mean, if we believe what we say we believe, then I think that our love for each other will model the beautiful love of Jesus. And I think that largely the negative connotation towards Christians is not representative of the beauty that I see when I look at the beauty of Christ that I see in the scriptures. And I want to embody that love and that presence to others in my community and all over the world, really.
How do you, I guess, expand that beyond? Because of course we have plenty of viewers who are not Christians,
yeah,
who are not religious at all. But how do we expand that? If someone is very interested in your message of neighborliness, but they haven't picked up a Bible or they are not Christians, how do we expand that message still?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that there's characteristics of Jesus that were incredibly endearing, no matter who he hung out with, no matter who he was spending time with. And I mean, if you just look at the life of Jesus, he spent so much time with people that were different from him, across dividing lines of faith and religion, economics, whatever it may be. And so the whole message that we're trying to spread all over the world is the message that if we embody the presence of Jesus to the world around us, it's going to be a better place, no matter what people's background might be.
We'd like you to expound that message, because this is the time when we give our Faith Friday guests the floor and a chance and hopefully an opportunity to just give us some words of wisdom, some words of inspiration as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, I remember when I was writing the book, my wife had come to me and she said, I love every part of this book except for one part. And I looked at her and I said, well, what's that supposed to mean? And she said, you said that for us to truly love our neighbor, we have to understand our neighbor. And I said, yeah, that's great. And she said, no, it's not true. She said, babe, I've been married to you for 18 years and I don't understand you. And she said, my love for you is found when I seek to understand you. And so the message that I would have for folks all over the country and different parts of the world would be, our love for each other is found when we seek to understand each other, when we embody the presence of Jesus to the world around us, fulfilling the greatest commandment. I think the last thing I would say is just, I want to be great at the greatest commandment, to love God and neighbors.
That's a great message. It is so good to have you here in studio. We want everybody to know you can get neighborliness. It flows from you very easily. I'm still struggling.
I was just so happy you had to keep saying it.
Why don't you finish this right here? What's the title?
Neighborliness.
Yes.
Love like Jesus. Cross dividing lines. Transform your community wherever books are sold. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.